Hello, music fans. My name is Keith.
And my name is Kim.
Welcome to another episode of our Reflecting series, where we reflect on contemporary media, movies, TV shows, music, so that we are not just mindlessly consuming content, but so that we can actually think about what we are consuming. And in this video, we are reflecting on the album Sour by Olivia Rodrigo, because she won 3 Grammys from this past Grammy Awards 2022.
Yee!
Congratulations, good for you.
Good for you.
Well, good for you. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan.
Say it again. She's gonna come up.
I'm not a... Yo, it's okay. It's not music I would listen to, just like on my own time. And also because I'm not one to reflect on lyrics a lot, right? Until we started doing these videos, and that's when I started thinking about the lyrics more often. Yeah, thanks to Kim. And I realized, like other albums, Olivia is telling a story. How about you, Kim? What do you think?
Well, this was an album that I actually listened to when it first came out. So unlike this guy who only started listening because of this video, I actually listened to it back in May 2021. And I have to agree, there's a huge story. Well, not the huge story, but I do find grand themes when it comes to breakups, when it comes to the woundedness of being replaced. I think that's one of the biggest things that I saw. Coming from Olivia Rodrigo, speaking from the teenage angst girl perspective, and a lot of her songs deal with relationships and breakups. Woundedness of being replaced is the biggest theme that I see. You see that in almost all the songs, where even though she had such a special relationship with this person, 2 weeks later, this guy would find someone new. In another song, you'd see how, she thought that all the small, niche, unique things that they did together, he actually starts doing that with someone else. And even when she thought that there was going to be only those two forever, she's now just driving past the street. Like this feeling of, I thought we're going to be unique. I thought that I'm different and that I'm special. And now I see you with someone new already. Well, I'm still here grieving the loss of a relationship. And I really do relate to that from my own past experiences of breakups, where it's like, you see him laughing with new people. You see him enjoying time with a new person. And you had this heart and feeling that I actually thought that I was different though. And I was irreplaceable. Which you are.
Which you are.
Which you are. That's the thing. You are irreplaceable. Nobody else in the world is ever like you. But in a very subjective way, I think it's very easy for us to feel like it's so easy for me to be replaced, which was expressed in these songs. Now, I feel like I can go on and on from reflecting on this album because, again, Olivia Rodrigo did a phenomenal job expressing themes and feelings and thoughts from the woman's perspective. Now, it doesn't mean that men can't relate to it, okay? Relax. But I recognize it is more for female audience. So this is where, all the ladies out there who's watching, we actually get the chance to ask, maybe from a guy's perspective, one thing. There's a common theme that I noticed as well, aside from the woundedness of being replaced. A big reason as to how she would get this woundedness is because a lot of her relationships, the guys would say such heavy emotional statements, such as, "You'll be mine forever. You'll be mine forever. I love you forever. It'll be you and I forever." And then now she's driving past his street by herself. So I love to know from a guy's perspective, like, why do you think guys say such emotionally heavy words? And do you think that we should even be saying these words in the first place if you don't even mean it, fam? Shoot. Sorry, I need to dial it down. I got some pain. I'm just kidding.
Well, yo, I think as guys are called for heroism, and stepping up to moments like that. You're like, yo, I will love you forever. And I can honestly say, in those moments, I mean it. Like I'm like, yo, I'm for this. The real challenge is like the next day and the day after that and the day after that. For the rest of your life, can you stick with that? Can you follow through with your words? And of course, that's so difficult. So perhaps it would be wise to hold those words until you get down on one knee and say, yo, I'm with you forever. You know? Yeah.
I would even like go a step beyond. Not even like, even when you're engaged, you still have a way to leave. I would even say you can now start saying those heavy emotional words when you guys have kissed at the altar. You know what I'm saying? Like, I find that those words forever, those really heavy emotional words, that's gotta be backed up with the commitment of being there forever. And what is the way that you can actually show that commitment? What is through marriage? And now I recognize that for a lot of people, marriage is like, well, you can leave from a marriage as well. What's so different with a relationship? Well, originally marriage is supposed to be a bond between these two that cannot be broken unless it was an invalid marriage or till death do us part. So even for myself, like if a guy were to say to me, you know, you'll be my wifey, I'm like, God willing, maybe you'll love me forever, God willing. But until we're married, it's always gonna be God willing. But I remember, Keith, you had this thought on this forever though, even in marriage.
These are tough words, you know, like hold those big statements till later on, right? But this is a good practice, and I know that we want to be heroes right away. I'm talking to guys, right? We want to be heroes right away. So you see a girl, she's super pretty, and you're like, yo, she's mine, you know, I'm gonna claim her. But the true heroic act is loving her selflessly, day after day after day, you know? So instead of trying to have a big show of it, you know, just so other people can see it, it's more so like the interior life, and be like, yo, even if no one is watching, I'll be it. So it's not like she's like, oh man, he said all these things to me, now he's gone. Like you couldn't back up your words, but it's like something that she really believes just because she sees you doing it, you know? So, yeah.
Well, yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in with us when we reflect on this beautiful album, such as Sour. We'd love to know your thoughts, so put down your thoughts in the comments below. What were your thoughts? To the gentlemen, we'd love to know your thoughts when it comes to this question too. To the ladies, tell me, what were your breakup stories? I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Like this video if you like this. You know, subscribe to our channel, especially knowing that we continue to have more of these things every month for reflecting. We loved having you guys here. Again, my name is Kim.
And I'm Keith.
Love more.
Never settle for less.
God bless.